plenty other things to kind of be proud of right here in the greater West Bloomfield area. In Sylvan Lake specifically, a beloved restaurant is sharing their love and thanks to the community with a very special holiday gathering. The owners of Orale are cooking and baking a scratch traditional Thanksgiving meal with all of the fixings. They have space for 21 additional neighbors to dine with them at a family style and family owned restaurant. Very, very important thing that they are doing specifically as we approach the holidays and making a very, very good adjustment as we approach the holidays. So with us right here live on The Splash, we have co-owner of Orale. We have Darryl Jolley. Thank you for being here, Darryl. So we're talking about a tradition that you all are doing or something new in Sylvan Lake. Can you just talk about, give a little bit more details as to what you are doing and why you're doing it?
It's something that we did as a family growing up. We always had 2 or 3 people at our table that were not family, but they were, in need of some place to go. My grandparents were pastors at a church in Port Huron,
Okay.
and when they would come on Thanksgiving and Christmas, they would bring a couple of people who were either widowers or they didn't, they were single, didn't have anywhere to go. And so it's kind of an amalgamation of reasons why we're doing this. I kind of like to rekindle that spirit from my youth.
Mm-hmm.
The economy's not that great right now. I know a lot of people are out there suffering.
Right.
And I want to return back to Sylvan Lake, which is an amazing community. It is the most supportive, community-oriented city I've ever lived in.
Yes.
And we just decided that we wanted to give back.
And we love that too. Like I said, specifically during the holiday seasons, it's very, very important to do things like that for people who may not have the same family or environment or be fortunate as the rest of us. But with that being said, why do you initially focus on inviting seniors without family nearby? And what does it mean to you to expand this invitation?
That was always who it was that I was exposed to growing up. And I thought that was probably the most likely group that would avail themselves of this opportunity. But then upon thinking about it, I thought it would be, better to open it up to, anybody.
Right. And that's very, very good. That just talks about how it evolved over time as well. And just your heart as well and everything that you're doing and just seeing the community. And with the community being in your perspective, how do you feel like having this family-style, Thanksgiving-style dinner with everybody just actually contributes to the sense of community?
Man, when we posted it on, there's 2 Facebook pages here for the community one's called Silkego,
Okay.
and another one's called Sylvan Lake, What's Going On. When we posted those, oh my gosh, it went crazy. We were getting like, oh my God, God bless you, and hugs and kisses. And I mean, we were inundated. And in my post, I had asked for if there was anybody out there that would be available to offer some delivery service, because we're going to also offer some meals to people who are unable to make it in.
Okay.
For shut-ins and stuff like that, and people who are disabled or whatever. And we got blown up with the first 10 calls where I can help, I'll deliver. And it was amazing. I'm telling you, this community is so engaged with, the local spirit and what's going on here that I literally couldn't pick a better place to live.
I love that. I love that. We always like to highlight the sense of community that we have here in the greater West Bloomfield area. A lot of people partnering up with different businesses, business owners, community organizations to make certain things like this happen. And we appreciate that. That speaks volumes. With us right here live on The Splash, by the way, co-owner of Orale Restaurant in Sylvan Lake, we have Darryl Jolley, just talking about their initiatives and what they do for Thanksgiving and give back to the community. I want you to just speak on how you feel like this initiative that you all are doing actually aligns with Orale's missions and vision for the community.
Well, this is a true mom and pop restaurant. My wife is also the co-owner. And in case anybody's wondering, she is Mexican and she's an amazing chef. And she is very particular. And if it isn't right, it ain't going out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so she, grew up in a family of 7 with 3 sisters, and they are all amazing cooks. Their mother is an amazing cook. She could make a leather boot taste good. And it's amazing watching. When I lived in Mexico for 5 years, I would watch all the ladies, making dinner, and how dinner was an event, and so when they were in there, like, for example, when they were making tamales, it's a pretty laborious process, and you don't make 10 or 20 or 30 tamales. When you're going to go through the effort, you make 100 tamales or
Whoa,
150
oh,
tamales.
wow.
Yeah, to make it worth. They would get an assembly line going, and each person had their part, and man, they would knock those babies out so fast.
Ooh.
It was, pretty amazing. And the correct pronunciation of the restaurant is Orale.
Orale, yes, yes. I was just informed that. Thank you for also, and I apologize
Yeah,
for that. But
not
yes,
a problem, not a problem.
yes,
We
but
get that all the time.
yes, but we ultimately appreciate the effort and everything that you're doing as we approach these holiday seasons. I want you to just speak on if anyone is interested in participating, helping out with this event. How can they find out more? What can they do?
Well, like I said before, we were inundated with people offering to help, and so we have gotten all the help that we could possibly want. Now we're probably only about halfway of the spaces available been taken, so we still have spaces for people to participate. I don't think that I'm concerned that there might be people thinking, oh, there's people out there worse off than me. I'm not gonna participate because somebody else can come on board. Right now, I don't want to see any empty seats. So if you feel that you could use the support and the help for the holidays, please call me or text me and let me know that you would like to participate.
Yes.
It's not entirely impossible that it could expand the number if it goes beyond that. I just want to make sure that I have enough, and we're going to have a great meal prepared. Turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, candied yams, stuffing, cranberry, all the traditional Thanksgiving, dishes.
Perfect, perfect. And just real quick, just give the details, the date and the time and location again for people listening and watching now.
Okay, we're at 2530 Orchard Lake Road. We're about halfway between Middle Belt and Cass Lake Road. It is at 1 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. And we will be doing our deliveries for the meals starting at around noon, so that we can get that wrapped up and get back, and be ready for everybody when they start showing up at 1 o'clock.
Perfect, perfect. Last thing before we, go ahead, continue.
I was gonna say it'll be full service. There's no charge for this. This is, like I said, this is just totally from our heart and giving back. So don't think of reasons why you should not participate, but please participate.
Yeah. Ultimately, like you said, you're opening your doors for anyone who just wants to come for a sense of community, a sense of family, and just eat in that family-style Thanksgiving dinner that we all ultimately deserve. So I understand that, and we're glad to be a channel to spread that. Lastly, any other events or things that Orale is doing that you want to kind of give out to the community and let them know?
Nothing planned as of right now. We might do something at the Christmas time as well. We'll have to, play that by ear.
Perfect, perfect. And we'll try to continue to stay in touch with you so that we can give out all that information. Once again, co-owner of Orale Restaurant in Sylvan Lake, Darryl Jolley. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you. You have a great week.